Dakota Evans here, fire and intake. What you're looking at is a 1990 Chevrolet C2500. Just picked it up from a guy. I got there just in time to get it from him. Like I said, 2500. Got real lucky to get this thing out at a real good price. He put it on there for about an hour. I said, hey, I'll come the next day. And when I was gonna go look at it, a guy came and passed on it, but I got it at a real good price. And not gonna say how much you get for it yet until I figure out what I'm gonna do with it, either sell it or do something. But it's a real sharp truck. It's got a 350 TBI motor in it. It's either got a 700 R4 or 4L60, can't tell. Outside, you can tell it's been spray painted, but they did a pretty good job at it, I ain't gonna lie. You can see 90's got the strip style gauges in it still. Interior's in pretty good shape, I ain't gonna lie. Seat's got some wear on it, headliner's got some wear, but the dash ain't got a cracked one in it. Look at this radio. And there's also this keyless start. Like, look, here's the keys right here. I don't even need them. Let's see. Turn the radio here.
We not community supported Joy FM.
Yeah, so that works. A little wear in the door panel here. See, I got the hood pop. So it's TBI, but it's got the small block Chevy heads on it. 462, 624 heads, so they're not great. I think they're 74cc or 76cc chambers. 194 valve should be. Anyway, the only downfall to this whole thing is got a real bad oil leak back there behind the distributor. Real bad. Like, we drove it for 5 miles and probably burned two-quarter oil just dripping out of it. But everything else on it is good, and it leaks out the valve covers too. So if we can get an oil leak fixed, we wouldn't have a bad truck. Let me show you how bad it is. You can see that brand new exhaust here, glass packs, true dual all the way down. Just got them done. So you can see how bad it's leaking oil. I mean, it's going on the exhaust pipe, burning, going on the transmission lines, on the starter, brand new starter because the old one went bad on the guy. I actually the guy got it from he fixed up a lawnmower motor and traded the guy a lawnmower motor for it. So that's pretty cool. These shocks, you hit a bump, it's like a boat. But yeah, so we gotta definitely fix that oil leak here. Let me show you what else. One bad little wreck spot here. I don't know what he hit, but got a little patch there, little dents there. But also on the bumper, kind of knocked it straight. I knocked it up a little bit and bent up the thing, and you can see it hit the tailgate here. But aftermarket tail lights and everything works good in it. Cranks up good, runs smooth. Transmission got a little wear, needs a little bit of brake work too. Stops a little slow, but it's also low on fluid, so that could be it. Like I said, you know, we got a lot of future in this truck. You know, get the thing fixed up. I don't think it'd be too hard. I got a whole head gasket set and with the intake gasket, Velcro gasket and everything. Probably gonna pull this distributor, check what's really leaking, and get it fixed. Because after that, I mean, this is gonna be one straight driving truck, no problems at all. All right, so on this truck, we're gonna have to pull the intake because, as you saw on there, it had a little bit of a leak on the oil. So let's pull this off. Jesus Christ. Okay, set this down in here. All right, so looking down at it, is this antifreeze? Can't tell. Looks like it. Anyway, so what we're gonna have to do, mark this distributor. I'll show you how to do that. So first off, what you're gonna do, you're gonna look for the first cylinder, so first wire. So all this one around, pull on it. Where is it? Right there. Okay, so that's one. Clean that off. See if I can see it. It's a one, marker one on there with a marker. So you know that ordered 18436572. Says it. What is it? It tells you right there. So you'll mark that, and then I'm gonna get up on there and take the distributor cap off, and I'll show you what to do next. I'm gonna unplug this wire here from the back of the distributor. All right, so I got the distributor cap off. You can see what I did here to keep my timing. I marked the line, getting this rotor right, straight, and then I marked one down here on the distributor base. Let's see if I can get down in there and show you. Probably not. Right there. I couldn't really mark it up really good. I'm gonna go back over it, but that line is just before this little angle here on the edge of the intake, so we can just say that right there. So keep your mark so you keep your timing so you don't have to reset it. So all right, now you're gonna go ahead and take the clamp off and pull the intake out, the distributor out, sorry. So for this specific one, it's got two wires. One's going to the coil here, and one I think is going back to that wiring harness. So unplug them. This is the wires on the right. You gotta pick it up and pull it off, and then pick this one up and do the same thing. And then your distributor's out, so place it to the side where it won't get dirty. And yeah, so that's out. Now you're gonna start working on the intake a little bit. All right, because we have to clean the intake off, we're gonna need to probably pull these wires off. So we're gonna start with this one up here in the front. I think this is like a thermostat sensor. It looks like coolant temperature sensor. It's a yellow and blue wire. It goes right into the wiring harness. Just gonna unplug it. Little two-prong thing. Let's see what else goes into the here. I'm gonna need to take that bolt off. It's got like two wires. One from this little wiring harness here that goes to the alternator, and then this one that goes back into the wiring harness there. And here's a big one back here on the TBI. Three-prong one goes right into that wiring harness there. There's one that goes in here, green. Pull it off. Okay, there's one here. Goes right there in that wiring harness. Pull it off. Let's see, got a little vacuum line. I'm not gonna leave that one. This one here, pull it off. Let's see. Okay. It's the EGR vacuum there. I think that one I can stay on too. Just need to get this wiring harness where I can pull this whole thing off. There's an idle air control valve. Plug there. Plug it off. Okay. Okay, and then there's look like there's one going to this TBI here. Yeah, that's for the injectors. I'm not sure if I can get that one off. Wait, maybe I can. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, there we go. That gives me a little bit more room to look at. This plug. Don't want to mess them things up. It never run. I don't know about them. I might have to leave that one on there. I'll take the whole TBI unit off if I have to, but I might have to get a gasket for it. Looks like I might have to take them fuel lines off the back. For the wiring, let's see, I think that's about it. Let's see. Yeah, one, plug it into the AC here. I guess I'll unplug it. Just to move that wiring harness out the way. I got one there, it's almost broken, so. And then all that's left is the one, is to the alternator there. So most of this is unplugged out of the way. Probably gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this line off, these lines off, and unbolt the intake, the bolts. Try to keep up with them. Take the hose off, and there's one more for the oil pressure switch back here. Just unplug that. That one's like a little weird three-prong thing back here. I don't know what that was for. Probably done lost it. Good thing I recorded it though. So, okay. That should be everything. Alright. Now we're going to do some unbolting everything. Take these little E-clips off this TBI and everything. So I can probably pull this whole thing off. Little plug down here for the temperature gauge, took it off, and that's, I'm pretty sure that's it, other than TBI. So all that's out of the way. Yep, that's it. There's two little brackets that hold down from the alternator, I mean the tensioner pulley bracket, looks like, down in this intake and that intake. But I just want to show you the level of cross thread that's on this bolt. I don't know what idiot put this in, but I mean, I guess he just like didn't even start it. He just put it in with a freaking impact. But I don't even know if this is gonna go back in there. I mean, obviously that bolt's not, but that thing is all just freaking cross-threaded from everything. There ain't an ounce of good thread left on it. Idiot. Sheer idiot. What did you just do? Smack it with a hammer? Good grief. There's a vacuum line running from this little smog thing here to the front of this TBI. It's right here. Right down there. I took it off, so take these little E-clips off things here. And let's see, they should just pop right on off. Okay. Got that one. Let's see. Should be this one. Come on, right on off. There it is. Okay. Okay, now let's take this top line that's going back here off the top one. Doesn't come out the middle, and then there's a little kick down for transmission there. Come on now. This should just pop. I don't know. It's being a little stubborn. Alright, well, I'm just going to take that off and pull the TBI off. Alright, got the intake pulled and got a little water down in the, in the valley here. I'm trying to move all this junk out the way. Anyway, probably won't be able to. That's where it was leaking. Right here is where it was leaking. And it didn't look like these things set good. It looked like it's set too low. And it wasn't hard at all to pull off. Usually, you know, intakes that are set good, they're kind of hard to pull off sometimes, and this one wasn't. Yeah, just pulling this whole strand of RTV off here. Piece of junk. They didn't do this very well. And let's see, I bet I can pull this. It doesn't look like it's been done too long ago. They probably just didn't do it right. That's why it leaked. Good thing, because I don't have to clean all this off. Because usually this junk falls apart. Yep. So they had it set a little low, and I think it was just leaking off of there. I'm gonna take a look at it with a flashlight right there, but they didn't stick this thing good at all. That was a bad job. Bad job. While I'm under here, I'm gonna go ahead and drain this oil, see what it looks like. Hopefully that dipstick comes out of it. I can only hope. Here's a learning experience. Every time you change the intake manifold, make sure you go ahead and pull the bottom radiator hose so it actually drains out. And don't be an idiot like me and then forget, and after you pull the radiator hose, you already pulled the intake, and you get coolant down in your oil. So that's why I got over 7 quarts in that, and this one's filling up too, so. Okay. That's why I messed up. But not too bad. Should have drained it first, but it's okay. I went ahead and put everything back together. You can see I painted it up, cleaned it up good. I got all the oil in, oil filter, everything. I just went ahead and did it all. Let's see if it cranks. Forgot I was missing some coolant, so I added about 2 gallons in. Let's see. Crank it up again. Another day on the 90-2500. Last night it was had exhaust vapor coming out of the exhaust pipe, well, water vapor. I said, well, that's not good, so I went ahead and drained the oil again, and this was it. I mean, this is fresh oil put in, and as you see, it is milky. So I put new oil back in it, and I ran it a few times. Let's check the oil. Let me get a dipstick. I had to order a new dipstick because, like I said, the old one was messed up. I gotta clean all this crap up out of the yard. All right, let's see. This one's off like a dang Dodge Dakota or something. Some kind of Dodge. They tell me how the oil looks. Okay. Let's look at it. You can barely see it. I mean, it's clear. That's good. Okay, so anyway, I spilled a little bit of oil in the manifold there, so that I had to burn off. But it runs. It's got a skip to it now when I put it in gear. I've already checked with the timing. Let's see if I can do it. Cranks right up. You can feel a slight skip. You can kind of hear it. I mean, you can see nothing come out of the exhaust though. Yeah, that one to cut off. Either the plugs fouled out, but I got new plugs and wires for it, or something happened. Lori checked out the vacuum. I had one vacuum leak and it was running way worse than this, and I plugged it. Running better now, but you can see it kind of stiffed and sputtered, but it sounds pretty good other than that. And when you put it in the gear, you can really hear it. Let's see. You can hear that, you can feel it. Look at that door shaking. But got good oil pressure. I mean, it runs pretty good other than it's skipping. But let's go check that oil leaking under here. Let's see. Looks dry as a bone to me, considering what it was was doing, I mean, it'd be done that pedal by now. A puddle. Big old puddle. Yeah, well, I'm probably gonna give her a bath and change the plugs and wires after it gets cooled down. But you can see it's probably gonna burn all that oil off that manifold. But I'm probably about to go give her a little bath and clean her up a little bit. Let me cut to that. All right, fellas, so I changed the plugs and wires. Got some of the old plugs out here. You can see it's kind of smoking a little bit because I poured some oil in the manifold and it's burning that off. But I get this old wire off. Changed the plugs and wires. They were pretty bad, and the plugs were, and the wires didn't fit right. But I tell you what, she runs a whole lot better. Listen to this. No more skipping. Put it in gear. Runs like it should. Yeah, I think he's just burning that old oil off that manifold a little bit down there, because I spilled a pretty good bit, but hey, it's running a lot better. Oh, I forgot about these shocks. God dang, it's like every time you hit a bump, it's like you're going on a dang a speedboat. I think it's terrible. I'm gonna get that fixed and clean up a few things, like got some paint in the mirrors I'm gonna clean off and stuff, but I don't know what I'm gonna do about this headliner. I might just take that off, but I don't know. But it runs good. I mean, heck, considering what it was, you know. Take her on back home. Honestly, I wouldn't be scared to drive this thing from where I live in South Carolina all the way to Roanoke, Virginia if I had to. I don't know why I say Roanoke, Virginia, but I wouldn't. If I get the brakes fixed, dang sure wouldn't. I don't know how easy the ride would be with these shocks, but oh, okay. Okay, I think a wire might have fell off. Taking it to its final destination. I got it sold. So now I guess it's time to see how much I paid for it. I saw it on Facebook. He wanted $500 for it, and I said, well, I can talk him down probably to $450. Well, I tried $400, and he said no. And I said $450. He said no. The lowest he could do was $475. So I went ahead and did $475, and I went and took it home, and obviously it was leaking a bunch of oil, so I took it and got some new intake manifold gaskets, new valve cover gaskets, and I had to redo all that, torque it all back down, filled it up with some RTV on the holes that wasn't used, because you know, small block heads on the TBI intake. Spent about $60 in gaskets. Still got a brake fluid leak somewhere, but I don't know where. Oh, the third gen over there. Nice. Anyway, so all in all, I'd estimate I got $600 in it, not including labor, maybe a little less. And I had it posted for $2,000, I think. Didn't get many hits on it. You know, it's December, it's around the holiday season, so not a lot of people got a lot of money to spare, but I needed to go on. So I went ahead and I spent a while it on there. Then I sold it for, guy talked down to $1,400. Like I said, I got clean title and everything, so we're delivered to him right now. And really all it needs to do is just fix that brake leak. The timing's a little off. I could never get it exactly right. You know, I don't have a timing light, so I just did it by ear the best I could. But anyway, I think it's gonna turn out to be a good truck for the guy, and I'm glad I got rid of it. You know, anything that happens to it from this point, you know, is his. And look both ways here. But I think it's gonna turn out to be a good truck for him. And he said he's gonna haul a Bobcat with it, you know, a dozer. So, and it's a 2500. I think it'd be a, you know, great pulling truck for him. And he got it at a good price. I mean, he got it at a good price, and I made money off of it, so I'm not, you know, really concerned about it. And it was a fun little project while it lasted. And I kept it for a few weeks, and I hauled a little bit of stuff here and there with it, and it never did any bad. After I fixed it, I had to get an oil dipstick, and I ordered it from Advanced Auto, and it was the wrong one. So I had to end up getting a universal dipstick to put in it, and the two kind of leaked some oil out. But I think I got it right. I beat it down with a mallet, so it should be good. But you see that thing's bouncing like a dang boat. Let's see. Every time it hits a bump, the thing bounces and bounces. So it needs some shocks bad. But like I said, I made some money off of it, and it was a fun project, but it's a good truck, and I think he's gonna really, I know the guy, he helped me with the some fabrication work on the C10, and he came by and just so happened to see it on there, and he'd been looking for a truck. So it's the day after Christmas right now, and I'm taking it down there, and yeah, it's been fun. So thanks for watching. This concludes this project. I guess Black Betty number 2, she's gone. So stay tuned. We're gonna have some more projects coming your way, more fun coming, and a lot more videos. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned to Fire and Intake. This is Dakota Evans, as always, backer.